Hi, this is 12MJ RPM DS14, but you can either call me 12MJ and or 12MJ. So this is going to be like a comparison of like a best of the gacha games made by Lunime. So far we're going for Gacha Life 1, or simply called Gacha Life. And it's going to be like a quick comparison, essentially. So far. These are the presets shown here. And if you see these empty slots, that means there are either characters that are not implemented yet, or more so characters that you need to unlock in this game. And there's basically a bunch of different characters over here. They all came from past Lunime games, while some of them are technically new. And then there's body customization with these kind of skin color palettes. And here's the hair with this color palette, which is the default a color palette used in hair, body parts, and especially the clothing and accessories. So far this one is a kind of a rudimentary game, though it's very much the game that popularized Luname. However, it came at the cost of creating like a game that has a high customization at the time, which caused some nasty folks to create a nasty adult rated content disguised as kids videos back then, which is kind of the most infamous thing, well, one of the many infamous things about the gacha games, due to the creativity expanse being that big. And here's the backgrounds. And yeah, essentially this game kind of started all that, and it kind of affected its sequel game, Gacha Club. But a Gacha Club is has its own ways of dealing with the problems at the time that Gacha Life 1 had made. So let's go back to the features that I want to talk about. Here's the skit maker. This skit maker has not been implemented in the later Lunime Gacha games, except for the newest one, which is a kind of a spiritual successor to this, which is called Gacha Stories, like a visual novel maker or creator. And however, unlike the previous Lunime Gacha games before it, Gacha Story is basically has much more limited a customization, more so a borrowing the aspects of the limited customization features available in Gacha Studio, essentially, which is where the color selection came from. But that was mainly because like a a Luname and their sibling a Charlotte were the ones who worked on it, especially a Charlotte, since Charlotte enjoys a story making, and wanted to create that kind of game. Which yeah, that's where the skit maker currently resides in terms of a iteration of use. And so far if you see this a watch video to get a certain amount of gems, kind of recommended if you don't want to deal with the ads, very much play this game offline. Otherwise it's gonna cause trouble. like for like some people who like don't want to be disturbed. And like here are the mini games available here. Like it's like probably like the only way to like grind for gems without watching ads, or if you have like bad Wi-Fi and you needed to like get some gems, like these are good. And the bonus is basically like a multiplier of sorts to like get a certain amount of gems. And here's the advertisement. But I can like press X to exit that one. And then here's the life mode. And like so far, like I don't have any like friends to like befriend the character.
With Sakai, you can turn your imagination.
Yeah, apologies. There's like an ad a while ago. Like very much recommend you don't play this game with the Wi-Fi of yours on. Like very much exit the game first and turn off the Wi-Fi and re-enter the game again to play it normally offline. And like there's that unique system using stamina to like talk to like some like of the characters there in life mode, which is only available so far in Gacha Life 1. In Gacha Life 2 there technically is like remnants of a life mode, but the problem is it's not available yet. But I'll show you like later, since we're exploring like some like Gacha Life's aspects over here. So I'm going to like swap to like a Gacha Club. Like hang on for a moment. And here is Gacha Club essentially. So I'm going to like enter here. And this is like the first Gacha Lunime Gacha game that I played that I enjoyed and spent like probably the most time on compared to like the original Gacha Life 1. Like so far its customization is much more expansive, and even like some of the menus like got more expansive, but at the cost of like being like clunky and overcomplicated. Like so far, like these are like the skin colors. However, if you like have your character wear like a clothing that is a similar skin color of either light or dark, that's going to like essentially like censor like the colors, like basically block them out completely so that people won't use it for inappropriate content, which I'll use like an example, which is this character as one example. I'm going to like get like their clothing. I'm going to use this skin tone, and I'm going to like test out the clothing. As you can see, this is the blocked out light skin tones over here, which is like how Lunime like so far like try to like censor like contents of like potential like nasty stuff and shit, which like is kind of like good at first, but it came at the downside of like limiting people's like creativity. Let's go for a more darker skin tone and try to like showcase the clothes again. And here is like the blocked out like skin tones of the dark range, which is like yes, like that's how limiting the game is. Like probably the only exemption is the like deep reddish orange over here, but the problem is like it's way too like reddish and like too orangey and bright to be considered like proper skin tones. Well, probably except for this one, but still. And like other aspects of like customization have expanded completely, such as like the ability to adjust like accessories and like some body parts, like over here. with this system. This system has also like a been added in like a Gacha Life 2, like its successor. And there's even like a pets, which is like a like a like a kind of bit more limiting in terms of like the colors, but at least like a I mean not the colors, more so the like a amount of like animals that you can like customize as your pets. But you can like still adjust like the size and scale of the like pets, even rotation and so on. But like that's the most you can do. You can also like customize objects in like Gacha Club, which is like a one of those unique features. And like here's the profile, like yes, very much like expanded menus. And yeah, that's basically like these types of menus. And there's also this. And the slots are way over here, like much more expanded compared to the original like Gacha Life 1, due to the fact that Gacha Life 1 has like over 20 slots total, like 8 main slots to use for the background like maker that's present since like the earlier Lunime Gacha games, like a Gacha Studio as a prominent example. Like a very much like a up to 100 slots with 10 main slots for background poses and like a 90 for like extra slots of like customized characters. There's usually a studio maker over here. You can like also select like some objects. However, the downside is that like some of the objects are like kind of limited compared to like Gacha Life, which I'll like get back to like show it for a second. Okay, we're back to like Gacha Life 1, and like let's show what like the studio looks like, which I forgot. Like so far the props are kinda plentiful in this first iteration. However, there's a downside with like a limit of like 10 objects in like one scene. Like there's a lot of them, and there's also unlockable ones via the mini games that you can earn gems so that you can like do the gacha feature essentially. And then you can like add your characters over here, even change the background as well, and chat. Which yes, you can also like save and like load like a scene slots over here. It only has up to 9. And you can also like go to like edit mode and like you can also like go to like poses like here. You can flip like the character selected. You can add another, and you can also like remove that character. And you also like scale like the characters as well. And like that's like in showcase. And now we're kind of back to like a Gacha Club again. To like showcase a bit more of the studio. Like compared to the original Gacha Life, Gacha Club has like 15 slave slots. So that's additional 6 extra slots to like save and load. And like the amount of like objects you can like put in a scene, like they're quite limited. However, there is a case of like basically customizing. Hang on, there's an ad. And like so far, like you can like even though like the selection seems limited, there is an advantage of like selecting up to hundreds of objects. Like there's like 20 different unique objects that you can select, which kind like even though the initial selection looks limiting, it's actually not, mainly because like these are actually used for like the main object slots are actually used for like like the ones being implemented in the studio like a segment of Gacha Club. Like so far there's like an ordinary chair. Let's replace it with an example such as a crayon. It has the colors of the chair. So I'm going to change it like a magenta or probably cyan. And then I'm going to like put magenta. There's also a sub, but like it's not gonna be that visible. Which is kind of interesting. And so I'm going to use that as an example, like of like selecting like any object that you want. Basically, you can like place this object anywhere. If you want multiple, you're going to need to like go to like edit objects to like essentially add like the same item, because like it doesn't allow like multiplying. And basically keep doing that as an example. And the reason why I'm like doing this essentially is to like showcase the other limitations and like improvements of like Gacha Club, such as the fact that like you can have like many objects over here, which the total amount of objects is like 30 objects according here. Like let's add some more. You can also like do this for a quick search, but it's going to like take a while if like the object you want is quite far away. I'll keep selecting.